Hi, welcome to In the Nest. I'm journalism major Calvin White, and joining me today is Cam Holmes, wide receiver for the Husson University football team. Cam was born in Pennsylvania, raised in Newark, New Jersey, and in high school, Cam played both football and basketball. Now, Cam is studying sports management and getting his master's degree here. Cam, thanks for joining us today.
No problem.
First of all, I just want to go over your season. This year, you're in the middle of a career season. Last year, you had 18 receptions for 275 yards and 6 touchdowns through 11 games. And now, this year, only through 5 games, you have 18 receptions as well, 270 yards, and also 6 touchdowns. What would you say is going well for you this year?
You know, I think maturity-wise, I think I've matured a little bit. I'm able to read a defense a little better, and so with that, me and Max have a connection going right now, and so I'm able to find spots in the zones that we're playing and stuff like that and finish the plays.
How do you think that's relating to how long you've played with your quarterback? How many years have you been able to actually play starter and starter?
So me and Max didn't both start at the same time. I'm older than Max, so when he came in, I actually got to work out with him as a senior in high school. So we had a little bit of connection from there. And then when he got here, he sat behind Nick Visser for a little bit. So we didn't really get a lot of plays in together because I was throwing a lot with Nick. But, you know, that connection from the summer always kind of stuck together. And then when he finally did get the starting job my junior year, we kind of just continued where we left off.
Yeah, and you guys are killing it this year. Growing up, you played multiple sports, basketball and football. Tell me what kind of drew you towards sports and what drew you towards pursuing football specifically.
So for both sports, I had a different journey. For football, my brothers played football, so I watched it as a kid. Got to kind of grow up around it and play with some big name players. And from there, I was just like, hey, like, I'm good at it, so let's, kind of get better at it. And then for basketball, my best friend Jason, he played basketball, and it was his big sport. And so when we'd hang out, he'd be like, hey, let's go shoot hoops. And so we'd go shoot hoops, and then eventually I started to like it and get better at it. And from there, we just kind of always played hoops together, so it just kind of gelled together.
Awesome. When you're coming out of high school, you had quite a few offers. What kind of drew you to Maine specifically, and what made you come all the way up here to go to Husson?
So, high school was a crazy journey for me. I got to travel a lot for football. Visited schools like Ohio State, Penn State, Temple, Rutgers, Wagner, Stony Brook, to list off. And I ended up getting a full scholarship to Temple. And then their coaching staff, unfortunately, ended up getting terminated. So we had to pivot. Coach Clark called me like 2 weeks later after that happened, said, hey, we got a spot for you up here. We like you as a player, and we like you as a man. You were what this team represents. And so from there, it's kind of just making a decision. Looked at some other schools in the beginning, and then I was like, you know what? Let's just go for it.
Things have been working out well for you up here. You've kind of become one of the leaders on the team. You're one of the more tenured players. Have you taken other players under your wing? And when you were underclassmen, did anybody take you under your wing, their wing?
I'll answer the second question first and then lead off into that one. So when I first got here, the person that took me under his wing was Tyler Thompson, a big name on Husson's campus right now. It was a little bit rough transition for me. When we talk about school, I think football I transitioned well, but school-wise it was a little bit harder adjusting to like the free time that I had. But Tyler kind of helped me a lot when it came to time management and making sure I get study time in, and also helping me with football and learning the plays. And learning that from him, allows me to now help our receiver room in general now with those same problems, but ultimately, the one person that I know Coach Clark wants me and I have taken under my wing is Zamir Shaw. Hasn't really had any playing time just yet. I think he played last week in a couple of snaps, but nothing too big. But he's going to be a big name after I leave here, hoping that he steps up into that role, and flourishes in it.
It's good that you've been able to give him that experience and mentor him a little bit. Thank you for coming in, Cam. I appreciate it. Thank you all for watching In the Nest. I'm Calvin White.